All right, child. So today, we finna get into this Kenneka Jenkins case again. Her mama done came out and spoke. Her mama said she was basically paid money, you know what I'm saying, to keep her mouth shut or whatever. And she never got Kenneka phone. I'm gonna get into that. She never got Kenneka clothes. None of this other stuff that they told her they was gonna get her, whatever. Basically, they told her to keep her mouth closed about the case of her daughter or whatever, right? You know, protocol, right? Now, but before we get into all that, let me say something. To those of us that been covered this case, we still feel the same way that we felt way back then. Number one, the freezer ain't kill her. It's obvious that the freezer didn't kill her. Like that should be obvious by now. If you don't know that by now, you a fool. If you think that freezer did all that to her, you're crazy. Okay, because let me tell you what a freezer not finna do. A freezer is not finna throw mud on your clothes. A freezer is not finna chip your tooth. A freezer is not finna chip your nails. A freezer is not finna cut your foot up. A freezer ain't finna rip your clothes halfway off. So if you think a freezer did all that, you a fool. Another thing, people was focused on the hotel. Was the hotel negligent? Yes. Did they play a part in covering it up? I would say yes. But this is the problem and the issue, though. People were so focused on the hotel, they stopped focusing on the friends. Now, ask yourself a question. The videos came out. The hotel didn't pay and spent the money and gave Kenneka mama the money and all that. Okay, cool. It would have just been easy to say the hotel did it, right? So if that's the case, why until this day her friends are still blaming each other? Because remember they had the story? Well, no, we was in the hallway with her, and then we all went back in the party, and then she walked off by herself. Then they changed that. Then they said it was just Monifa with, and they changed that. Then they said Monifa was gone for a while, and then Monifa came back and said you see what I'm saying? Now, why ain't no camera footage of them showing her being left in the hallway from her friends and her friends going back in the room? You don't see that. Why the only footage show her going in a circle, looping around when she went into that bathroom, came out, looped around and all that, reached for the guardrail. Now, if you go to the video, I ain't gonna show it. Do your Googles and your research. Go to the guardrail video. Those stairs is going up. So if those stairs is going up, that means she went up because she walked up those stairs. That little stairs, ramp, whatever it is going up. It ain't going down. So how did she end up down there? Look at the video in the kitchen. Why she didn't touch nothing else? Why she didn't So you mean to tell me she didn't go right, she didn't go left, she didn't do none of that, but she went straight to the freezer and said, this is where I needed to go. This is where I needed to be. If you believe that, and you seen all that other stuff down there where she was at, but she didn't touch anything. She never went to the left. She never went to the right. But for some reason, she had to keep going straight to this freezer. If you believe that, you a fool. It is what it is. If that's what you want to believe it. But nobody never stopped to ask themselves why she's not touching this, why she's not reaching out for that, why she's not holding on to this, why she's not grabbing it. It was all type of stuff in the kitchen. She walked past all of it, right? We never seen her walk in the freezer. And then she just disappeared and vanished. You see what I'm saying? But we never seen her walk in the freezer. Andrew Holmes came out and said, I seen the video. She opened the freezer and walked up in there. That's what he said. Now, ask yourself this. Why would they show him the video before they showed the family the video? Because he acted like he was a representative of the family. They done showed him and paid him off. He came out and lied to all us. That's why Kenneka mama cut all the activists and the protesters down, because they was doing dirty stuff. They made the case worse. They came back and told us stuff that wasn't even true. They came back and said stuff that nobody told them. All lies. A bunch of them. And I ain't gonna say everybody else name because I ain't finna be arguing with nobody on the internet, but that's why she don't mess with them, bro. They came back and told her lies. Why would I believe somebody that just flat out lied to me about my daughter? Then they was getting money and taking money. They had secret funds and secret GoFundMes. Kenneka mama ain't know nothing about that. And them people out there with her, like, they trying to help her, but really they coming up. Really they getting money. Really they getting bread. Now, if you was just out there with your sign and the T-shirt and just doing your regular protest, you wouldn't even realize that all this was going on. But this is what was going on, and this is the problem with her case. And that's why today her case still comes up. Because it's us that know that can watch those videos clearly and say, nah, that ain't what happened. It's those of us that can look at those pictures clearly and say, the freezer didn't do all that to her. It's just common sense, bro. It's common sense. Freezer couldn't have did it. It is what it is. Even if that's what she passed at, even if she did pass it now, the freezer ain't do all that, bro. So, where we at now? Well, now her mama done spoke out. We finna get in all that. The friends, easiest way out would have been like, look, see, we told y'all the hotel did it. They're still blaming each other to this day. Her friend, none of them, at no given point in time ever said the hotel did anything. Who did they say did something to her? Each other. But you know, don't nobody listen to Booted Up. We're going to go ahead and get into this video about my guy Hookah Anonymous, man. See what he had to say about all this.
Kenneka's family, friends, and activists marched here to the FBI to demand a federal investigation into her death. Kenneka Jenkins' family and friends gathered this afternoon in Douglas Park wearing purple, her favorite color. After a group prayer and balloon release, they marched to FBI headquarters with this message.
We're here today just as a beginning to send a message to Rosemont that this will be a major uprising.
Now, was the protest and everything good? Yes, but that's exactly what messed the whole case up. Because once everything, the hotel fault, everybody stopped paying attention to the friends. Everybody stopped paying attention to the friends arguing with each other, the friends blaming each other, the friends changing their stories, the friend done lied to the police, the friends done lied to the mama. None of them ain't even went and talked to Kenneka mama since the situation happened. But these her friends though. So if this your friend and you 100% feel like the hotel did it, why you didn't tell her mama that? That ain't what they told her mama. They ain't want to talk to her mama. Her mama got that one call, Kenneka missing, we can't find her, we don't know what's going on. And that was it. That was the last time she talked to the friends. But to this day, they still blaming each other. They never said the hotel, no, it was her, no, it was her. So if they blaming each other, I gotta sit back and be like, okay. And I ain't saying the hotel wasn't wrong, because the hotel did do a lot of stuff wrong. But I'm saying her initially missing. Her phone and her keys was took. You can't call nobody. You can't drive off nowhere. Remember, she was the driver. You can't drive off nowhere. You can't call or text nobody. The footage, all type of red boxes popping up. There's nobody in the red boxes. Where the people at? Where the people? Yeah, the red boxes, where the people? You see the red boxes? No people. Every red box is supposed to be a person. Where they at? But they said, oh no, she was by herself. Look. Okay.
From across this city, across this county, across this state,
The gathering comes a day after Rosemont police released 8 snippets of raw surveillance video from last Friday showing the 19-year-old walking and at times staggering through the halls of the Crown Plaza Hotel. The video did not show Jenkins walk into the freezer, but did show her in.
Okay, right here. I'm going to pause it right here. Look to the left of her. Why she didn't touch whatever this looked like a sink, the sink area to the right and none of that? Why she didn't touch that? This whole little counter right here with these, the little bench thing and all that, why she didn't fall on none of that? Remember, she's so drunk. She's so intoxicated. She's so drugged up. Okay, you mean to tell me she oblivious to all this stuff around her, but for some reason she has to go straight. She got to get back there. Why she got to get back there so bad? What's back there so bad? That ain't the exit, so why she got to get back there so bad? She had to get back there so bad that she don't touch nothing to the left or the right, and y'all fell for this? Boy, y'all crazy as hell. And look at the red boxes. Who the hell at the bottom? Because she up here. Who at the bottom, though? Oh, okay, okay, tell y'all anything. I guess we gonna keep it rolling. I'm gonna just point out everything that's wrong as this video go on.
The kitchen alone and then walk out of frame. The group here.
Now look, you see, as she crossed that little path, she just like them there stumbled, lost her whole balance. But when she entered in right there, she walked fine. Oh, okay. Well, let's keep it going.
Here says they suspect a cover-up.
We want a second look. We're here at the FBI building to ask for a second look to make sure that these tapes weren't altered, to demand that they give us the full tapes, not pieces, not their altered pieces.
I'm trying to save a young child for being like my child.
Kenneka's mother made a desperate plea to federal investigators.
I'm just looking for help. That's all I've been asking for since day one. Help, because it didn't make no sense.
And see, Andrew Holmes plus all them other people, they didn't help her, bro. They made it worse. They made it oh my God, they made it 1,000,000 times worse.
It never made sense from day one.
Now the group is promising more protests at the FBI and in Rosemont for the next 30 days if law enforcement does not release what they call the unaltered tapes.
We're gonna hit you where it hurts, in the pocket.
Zach TV was right about Kenneka Jenkins' case. Cause what the hell is the mom talking about? I was so spooked watching him solve the case, I used to think the people was watching my through my phone. So when some weird come out years later, everything kind of start to add up. Like, I don't know, man. That's just what I thought.
A lot of people told me fall back from this case, finish with rapping it, you know? But now you saying people.
All right, now look, rest in peace, Zach TV. Now check this out. Zach TV from out south. Kenneka and them was from out west, right? Now, I'm not saying they got anything to do with anything, but what I am saying is this. People that hit Zach and told Zach to leave the case alone is because they knew what really happened. Because they knew what really happened. Nobody in Chicago believed that Freezer killed her. Nobody. Now, if that was true, it wouldn't even be nothing to talk about. Her case wouldn't keep coming back up. People wouldn't be, it's people starting YouTube channels now. The first thing they talking about is Kenneka case. Why? Because too many things went wrong. Now you got to ask yourself, in the night where it was supposed to be a party and a celebration and everything was supposed to be good and everything was supposed to go right, why did all this stuff go wrong? And who made it go wrong? And who caused it to go wrong? And who made sure it went the way that they wanted it to go? How did all that happen? You got to think, Kenneka mama was never shown the pictures of her in the freezer. She got to see all that when we seen all that. When she seen her, they already had moved Kenneka and put her on the stretcher. They didn't even call Kenneka mama when they found her. They called Kenneka mama when they put Kenneka on the stretcher. That's how her mama seen her. Catch my drift? Y'all following me now? You see what's going on? So I'm not saying the hotel innocent, but I'm saying it's a whole lot of finger pointing and a whole lot of stuff that ain't adding up, which is why don't nobody believe that girl died in that freezer. And that's something I never believe because it just don't add up. It don't make no sense.
People watching me, they watching everybody. Everybody is.
You got Snapchat and you have your Twitter account.
Right.
The person, Joel Coleman, COMM, he's the owner.
Hey, what's up, y'all? Y'all know my slogan. I don't know.
All right, right here. This is one of the parts I was talking about. If you notice, she hit a loop here. This was like the only time she looped. But the rest of the time, walking straight, walking straight, walking straight, walking straight. Why? What kind of sense that make? And what the hell was over here that had her looping? And why the hell these stairs is going up? See, you catch my drift? Oh, okay.
Know it all, but I know what I've been through. Now, before we get into this video, make sure you check us out on Patreon.
Now remember, that's how Kenneka mama seen her right there on the stretcher. She didn't see her in the freezer, later. She seen that later when we seen it. So they weren't even giving her the information like that. They weren't even putting her on game like that. So the activists and all them people, they coming back telling her stuff and they was lying to her. They was getting paid to lie to her.
At www.patreon.com/hookah_anonymous. You guys been telling us to create one for the longest, so we recently created a community where we will upload videos that we can't share on YouTube due to their guidelines. We'll also be dropping the latest to there first, behind the scenes information that you wouldn't find anywhere else on our socials. So make sure you become a member, and after you do that, head over to our official Instagram page at hookah_anonymous and follow us there. Now without further ado, let's get into what you guys came here to see. Now, it looks like Kenneka Jenkins' mother had said the quiet part out loud and literally just confirmed everything we all pretty much knew already and been saying this whole time. And as we always say, the only thing that separates the truth from a conspiracy theory is time. Now with Kenneka Jenkins' story, we all know that foul play was done, and throughout the years there's been many theories about what actually happened to her the night she lost her life in the Crown Plaza Hotel. You've had people accuse the hotel of allegedly having involvement, you had people saying that her friends was down with it, and then you even had those that just think Kenneka was just drunk and made a mistake that led to her losing her life. But we all know that that can't be the case due to the nature in which everything happened, where we would later find out that Kenneka not only had dirt and marks all over her body when she was found, but the camera footage.
And let's talk about this too, right? Rosemont, the Crown Plaza. Now, anybody know anything about Rosemont? Rosemont have events every year, all through the summer. Anything you could think of is happening in Rosemont. All type of conventions, tattoo, Pokemon, corn. You know, I can't say that word on YouTube, but the corn convention, and you know what I'm saying. Yeah, all that. Rosemont be busting for the summertime, right? Why wouldn't we give Kenneka mama $3 million when they're gonna generate that in probably less than a month, especially in the summer? Rosemont is packed to the teeth in the summer. Everybody knows this. Why wouldn't we pay her something we finna make back in the blink of an eye? The problem is all the protesting was slowing up the money. We need to get rid of this so we can get back to doing this. And that's what happened. See what I'm saying? Now we ain't getting, 50 million, 60, 100. No. We gonna give you something that we can make back in the blink of an eye. There you go. And that's what they did.
Just don't add up to the story that the news given us about what actually happened. Then to make matters even more weird, the late Chicago videographer Zach TV decided he wanted to go down a rabbit hole, and unfortunately he will end up.
And another thing, the news videos didn't match the other videos that had came out later. Some of the videos had timestamps on them. Some of the timestamps was wrong. Some of the videos had the wrong dates on them and all that. Now, it make you think like, okay, so is it wrong because it was edited? Is it wrong because it was put out different? Did the news put their own edits on the video and that's why they don't look like the videos that came directly from the Rosemont site? It's just a whole lot of questions you got to ask yourself. You know what I'm saying? But if you think a Freezer did it, you a fool.
Ended up losing his life after letting the world know that it was foul play involved in Kenneka Jenkins' case. If you remember, he received multiple calls from different people telling him that he needs to stop trying to crack that case and mind his business because it's deeper than what he thinks and people are watching it.
Y'all see that? Y'all see that, right? Now, we can't see past this corridor, but for some reason, whatever's over here in this area is messing up her whole walk pattern. Her whole walk. Y'all notice every time she get near a corridor, her walk pattern just go stupid. Like the walk pattern just changed dramatically every time she get to a spot where you can't see what's on the other side. Oh, okay. I guess a lot of y'all weren't paying attention. Pay attention.
Then on the other hand, he will also tell us that he was receiving death threats due to him doing his own investigation, trying to crack that case and mind his business because it's deeper than what he thinks and people are watching it.
What messed up her walk right there? She bumped the wall, but what was over there that messed up her walk?
Then on the other hand, he will also
right here. You see how she off the elevator? Now you see she off the elevator, right? She could have just walked straight. Why did she get off the elevator by herself? Who put her on the elevator? What was she on the elevator? All right, now look at the walk.
So tell us that.
See, why did her body shift back like she was fit to fall backwards on the elevator? You see what I'm saying? Everywhere that you can't see the other part in these videos, her whole walk changed. Pay attention.
That he was receiving death threats due to him doing his own investigation within that case.
None of it.
Okay. Okay. Wow. So you're basically saying this is deeper than what we know, and we should all fall back.
Step back.
Step back. Don't talk about it no more.
Don't do it.
Okay. I don't know. At first I thought this was some bullshit. Like, who the fuck is calling my phone? This is my business phone too, and I'm like, who calling? And then you saying a lot of shit that kind of, like, you know what I'm saying, is kind of.
Zach was in too deep. He didn't know what he was getting himself into. Like Zach didn't have a clue. There people calling you. You ain't never had your number. You don't know who they are. The people calling you. Stop talking about it. Because Zach like, nah, I'm finna interview everybody. I'm finna do this. I'm finna do that. You're doing too much. You overstepping your boundaries. That should further let y'all know that freezer ain't had nothing to do. But let's go.
Shaking me up. Like, step back. Somebody else, a lot of people told me fall back from this case. Finish with rappers and shit, you know? But now you saying people watching me. They watching everybody. Everybody is.
See, you got Snapchat and you have your Twitter account.
Right.
The person, Joel Coleman, COMM, he's the owner.
He's the owner of this social media site?
Yes. Yes.
So is that the guy that's in it? Hold up. In the video, it's the coroner and it's the young guy and he put something in his jacket. Who is that guy?
The coroner is related to the hotel manager.
I ain't finna get into all that. But I'ma just say, if you know, you know. And I'ma leave that at that.
What?
With an award, he's getting an award from one of the companies that harvest bodies in Chicago.
Wow. Hey,
Now, we ain't gonna dive deep into all that. But if y'all go do a little Googling, remember I tell y'all, do your Googles. If you go do a little Googling, and you'll get all the answers you need. That's all I'm gonna say about that. Cause some of y'all don't be doing y'all Googles. Y'all just watch the videos. Y'all just get in the comments. Go do your Googles on what you just heard that lady say. You'll find out everything you need to know.
can I ask you, what's your name again, ma'am?
Tanya.
Tanya. I'm gonna say this. I received literally probably like 7 to 8 other anonymous phone calls with people threatening me and saying, leave this case alone, you. This have nothing to do with you. You're putting your nose in other people's business. And now and everybody's been calling private except one number. It was a number that I couldn't call back. You know, it was like a 15 digit number telling me shut up, never to release the footage that I have, never to talk about it. So I don't even post about it. But now you know what I'm saying, you're shaking me up. I think that everybody just giving me warnings to just drop it, you know?
Yes.
Wow.
For your safety, I would say yes. Step back, baby.
Okay.
Step back.
Okay. That she had to move and couldn't stand her. Just think about it. If she in the hallway after her friend went went back in the hotel room to look for some shit, and the people tell you gotta clear the hallway. Y'all too loud. Y'all throwing a party. Y'all got weed coming out. You gotta get out the hallway. Oh shit. Okay, I'm gonna leave the hallway.
Now, if you look at all the videos we saw, that we never seen that happen. We never seen nobody tell all them to get out the hallway. They might have called up there, told them they was making too much noise in the room, but somebody probably knocked on the door, told them they was making too much noise or something like that. But we talking about when Kenneka and the story done changed from all the friends to it was just one of the friends. Whoever was left in that hallway with her, she never made it back to that room. Everybody went home that night. We know that, but her. But we know she didn't have her phone and she didn't have her keys. So she had no chance of contacting anybody and she had no chance of escaping. Let's go.
Hit the elevator. You know, the elevator's right there on the left side of 926. You understand what I'm saying? Or if she would have asked, either you got to get out the hallway or let me show you where the washroom was at. It's logical thinking. Kenneka, let me show you where he ain't gonna say her name because he don't know her. Ma'am, come and follow me. I'm gonna show you where the washroom at. So, or they took her to the washroom. Either way it go, it shows Kenneka was encountered by an employee. Then you got to think about this. Only an employee knows every area of the hotel. And only security is allowed to walk in unrestricted.
And it's so creepy what he said in his video because
now, let me stop y'all right there. What Zach just said, it sound good. Except it's one problem with what Zach said. If you go look at the videos, it's videos of when they so-called start looking for her. Now, you want to know what the craziest part about those videos are? They was everywhere Kenneka was at, except for in that kitchen area. Everywhere you seen Kenneka walk, when her friends went to look for her, they were in the same exact spots. What do I mean by that? When she got off the elevator at, they got off the elevator at. She was in the hallway at, they was in the hallway at. When she, everywhere, you see everybody exactly where she was until she got to that kitchen. Crazy, right? I know.
he mentioned that an employee is the only person who would actually know every detail of this hotel and how to access the footage and the security cameras in the hotel. And did y'all remember that video I posted on here on my page of this man in the hallway wearing a suit and he was ducking in the corner and coming out every couple minutes? That was an employee of the hotel. I believe he was a manager. I'm not sure 100% who he was, what his name was, but I do know that he was on the same hallway that Kenneka was on when she went missing. I highly believe the footage in the hotel was...
Now, I'm going to tell y'all another thing. all those videos, when you start seeing the other people, those videos wasn't took on the night that Kenneka went missing. Those videos was after she went missing. So that's a whole nother thing. So when they was trying to be like the dude was right here and the dude was like, no, those videos came afterwards. After she went missing. We talking about before she went missing and during the time she went missing. Don't make no sense, brother.
Was edited by an employee or somebody that worked there, maybe previously, a manager, somebody in the upper level of that hotel that did not want to be something to be revealed.
So the fact that Zach told the world that he has videos and other proof backing up his theory that Kenneka Jenkins was in fact purposely unalived, rather than it just being an accident that everyone thinks, Zach's death itself didn't make sense, and many people ran with the narrative that it was all gang related. But others believe otherwise and state that it was due to him covering her case, and he has a large following. Now, aside from Zach TV, it's been others that tried solving Kenneka's case, but I don't think anybody got as far as Zach. There was another woman by the name of Sherry Schreiner who also claimed to have a lot of details backing up her theory that Kenneka was in fact unalived purposely instead of the story that they gave us, and shortly after, Sherry also passed away. So seeing people pass away trying to crack this case, knowing that they was kind of close, that would make others who even thought about trying to crack the case fall back, because let's be real, nobody wants to lose their life. Now, before we even get into what the mom had to say,
and most of the people stopped covering the case, stopped covering it because it was just getting out of control. It was getting out of the hand. The activists was lying. They was coming out saying stuff. Kenneka mama was getting into it with them and all that. Like, it just got too out of control, bro. It got out of hand.
If you've been living under a rock and don't know who we're talking about and what's the whole situation with Kenneka Jenkins, let me briefly fill you in. In 2017, Kenneka Jenkins was found deceased inside of a walk-in freezer at the Crown Plaza Hotel in Chicago. Her death was ruled an accident due to hypothermia resulting from intake of alcohol and a mixture of prescription drugs. Kenneka was at the hotel to attend a party with her friends when, according to
now that part, if you gave her the alcohol, if you gave her the drugs, wouldn't that make you responsible for her murder if the freezer theory was correct? But no. Another thing, don't nobody talk about, the rooms was bought with like stolen credit cards or whatever. But I'm just saying, if she was so inebriated, like everybody saying she is, you can clearly see in the video, she's being led astray. This is not somebody that's wandering on their own. This is not somebody that's walking by themselves. This is not somebody that's just dollying around a hotel and don't know where they're going and don't know what they're doing. I know what it looked like, but I'm telling you, no, that ain't what you watching on these videos.
Reports she wandered off by leaving the hotel room by herself while she was intoxicated and mistakenly walked all the way to the basement of the hotel into the walk-in freezer. Some say that she was great at the party at some point due to her being found with her clothes seeming to be altered, but once again, we will never quite know what actually happened because all we can do is just assume.
And that part just get me every time, man. Look at the elevator part.
Walked all the way to the basement of the hotel into the walk-in freezer. Some say that she was great at the party at some point due to her being found with her clothes seeming to be altered, but once again, we will never quite know what actually happened because all we can
now look. What make her body go backwards?
Can do is just
it's crazy, bro.
Just assume. The only thing that always stuck out to me was the fact that the hotel had security. You mean to tell me that a young, intoxicated female was able to walk all the way to the basement, through the kitchen, and into the freezer without being detected by security? If anything, it sounds like security wasn't doing their job and something should have been done about that. However, it never was. The only people that received any blame for anything that went down was the friends, which I feel they also was a bit suspect and knows more than what they was telling, but we know how that goes. Now fast forward to today, Kenneka Jenkins' mother has spoken out via Facebook and she was shocked social media after admitting that she was silenced. And honestly, I would say she was more so bribed than silenced, but the problem now is the fact that she basically also told the world that she took money rather than justice for her daughter. So some people are on the fence about her statements, because in one breath, people are understanding that she was silenced, but then others feel that no money in the world should compensate for something happening to your child, and you know something is wrong, but rather not say publicly. Even though we already know it was foul play involved, but her saying it is basically just...
Now, to the people that say she shouldn't have took the money and she should have kept fighting for the justice for her daughter. Let me explain something to y'all. Let's say she went to court, right? With, I don't know her income, I don't know how much money she had at the time, but whatever the lawyer she had, right? And she went to court. Now remember, y'all done took the friends out the equation. Everybody is blaming the hotel. Y'all know that they finna come in here with high-power lawyers and everything. Ma'am, your daughter was high. Your daughter was drunk. Her friends was negligent. The party was negligent, woo, woo, woo. So if she didn't go for the money, who was going to jail? Tell me that. If she didn't take the money, who was they gonna lock up? Who they gonna lock up? The hotel? Like, who was they gonna lock up? The last people that seen her alive was her friends. So, what justice was she supposed to fight? What was she supposed to do? What was she supposed to do? Y'all steady keep saying she shouldn't have took the money. Okay, and then what? What was gonna happen at court? You can't lock up a hotel. How do you lock up a hotel? What was she going to, who was going to go to jail? What was she would have been fighting for? Now, this gonna sound crazy. I'm gonna tell y'all something, I'm gonna keep it real. I would have took the money. You know why? Because who else can I put in jail? The friends, not charged. Nobody from the hotel, not charged. It was ruled as an accident. With them high-powered lawyers would have went in there and showed them videos and all that. Okay, it was alcohol and drugs found in her system. We didn't get her that. She could have lost against them people. They coming in 2-3 attorneys deep. She probably couldn't get one good attorney. We're not talking about the money. We're talking about just a regular trial. Who getting in trouble? She had to file civilly. At least she got the money. Y'all kill me acting like y'all see that PPP done came around now. Everybody rich, everybody balling, everybody got money. No, nigga, you done took the money too. Cause what else is you gonna do? Who's to blame? Where's the justice? Where you gonna get justice at? Ask yourself that. Where you finna get justice from? You might as well take the money. See, and this is what I mean, bro. This is how lost we are as a people, as a culture, everything. Y'all already get mad at the mama because she got paid and be like, you was dumb for doing it. What was she supposed to do? You notice everybody that's telling her she wrong for taking the money ain't got a solution to what she's supposed to did. Because what was she supposed to do? None of the friends got charged. Nobody at the hotel got blamed. Not a person at the hotel got blamed. The hotel is responsible. You know why people say, "Oh, get you a LLC, put your con in that, put your con there, put your that." So when somebody sue you, they can't take your assets. The hotel is an asset. Who was Kenneka mama supposed to get locked up? Why is y'all telling this lady you wrong for taking the money, but not telling her what was she supposed to do? Get justice how? If you know how court work, it can only go one way. Criminal, civil. What was she supposed to do? Y'all confuse me with that, because I'm like, who was going to get in trouble then? Y'all been left the friends alone. The friends been arguing for years about who did what. Y'all ain't paid attention to none of that. Y'all so focused on the hotel, you can't lock up a hotel. Who from the hotel was going to go to jail? When nobody from the hotel got blamed. Nobody from the hotel is in the police report. So who at the hotel was going to go to jail? Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, that's what I thought.
This confirmation because it's coming from the mother and not outsiders. So we're going to get into what the mother had to say and then also get into a few things social media had to say in response to the news. So let's get into it, y'all. But before we do, make sure you hit that thumbs up button so we can get this video into the algorithm. And if you not subscribed to the platform already, make sure you do so now. Let's get into it.
A settlement is reached in Kenneka Jenkins' wrongful death lawsuit. She was found dead in a walk-in freezer at the Crown Plaza Hotel in Rosemont back in 2017. Surveillance video showed her walking near the freezer, and today a judge denied a motion to keep the details of the settlement sealed.
See, you notice how when she comes off the elevator, she could have went left, but she didn't, bruh. She went the other way. All you got to do is look at her walk patterns. It'll make you think and wonder why you didn't go that way. Why did you have to go that way? In the kitchen, why you didn't fall at the sink? Why you didn't fall on the table? Why you didn't grab the table? Why you didn't reach out for the sink? Why you didn't cut on the water? Why you didn't go to the left? Why you didn't go to the right? Oh, okay.
But the issue is expected to be revisited in court next week.
Now, Kenneka Jenkins' mother would take to her Facebook to say, quote, "To whom this may concern, I still don't know what happened to my child's life, clothes, shoes, cell phone, hair, and the list goes on. However, I have been promised lies, as if once this case is over, I was forced to never talk about my child again. As you can see, over the years, I wasn't near as vocal as I am today, so after this post, I might be back in court, but I will be getting sued because I was tricked by they will give me answers, give me her clothes and her cell phone and anything that belongs to her when she died that was on her body. That was a lie. Once they finished investigation, allegedly people I trusted, they told me that somehow Kay got out the back door. I never heard how which door could get out, but they..."
Once again. Now, of course, the hotel paid her, told her, be quiet, woo woo. So they keep making money. They wash their hands with it. We paid you. It's over with, right? Okay, cool. Now, the phone thing. I thought the friends had the phone. She should have got the phone, because the friends could have easily took her the phone. Now, all of a sudden, she said the police got the phone. When the hell did the police get the phone? And if they do got it, why they didn't ever get her the phone back? We don't know where her phone ended up at, but we know who didn't have it that night. She didn't. Keys either. If her mama even got the keys back, we ain't even mention the keys. It's a mess, y'all, but like I said, I know that girl ain't died in that freezer, man. At all, period, point blank.
They never told me how or where. Allegedly, they never told the media. That's why I know the media will lie.
I'm glad her mama took the money. And you know why I'm glad her mama took the money? Because y'all messed up the case so bad, there is no justice to get, bruh. Ain't no justice to get. Rest in peace to Kenneka. There's no justice coming behind this. Case is closed. It got marked down as a wrongful death lawsuit or whatever. The hotel took the responsibility. They paid out. Y'all, the friends been pointing fingers at each other way after Kenneka done been dead. They still been pointing fingers at each other. Y'all ain't never brought none of that back up. Y'all focused on the hotel and not realizing nobody from the hotel got blamed. Not one person. Where can her mama get what her mama gonna do to the hotel? What y'all want them to knock down the hotel? They're not gonna do that. So at the end of the day, what was she supposed to do? I'm glad she got something because ain't nobody else help her. The Holmes and all the activists and all them, they was lying. The other people was already getting money off Kenneka before her mama got a dime from the hotel people. So how are y'all more mad at her mama for getting money when all these other people made money off of her? Make it make sense. This is crazy, bro.
lie allegedly, so I can invite any of you to go. I was in pain going through my cancer battles. They forced us, had us in rooms for hours, and would not let us go until we said what they wanted us to say. They made us accept what they wanted to give us. I'm literally living without my child, and I'm rising above, staying strong, and holding on to hope even without you. P.S. I was made to do a recorded video hours after we were held during one of my child's birthdays. At the same time, I was sitting in a meeting about another child who wasn't even living. I had nothing to give my baby that day, but I knew a surprise was waiting once we left that meeting. Before the rain came hard, I've stayed quiet long enough, but at this point, I'm simply speaking my truth respectfully, clearly, and without naming anyone. Now let's make Americans great and try to tell someone with honor, and they told me, just go on, live my life. Peace, be still. Now someone will respond in a different manner as they would say, quote, you must ran out of that money because why you...
Now, see, this is what I'm talking about. You must have ran out the money. Man, let me tell y'all something. I don't care if she did run out the money. That's the only thing she got for losing her child. She didn't get nothing else. No help from the friends, no help from the police, no help from the activists. Y'all saying no, the world was behind her? No, they was scheming, they was scamming, they was lying. They wasn't behind her. They was selling Kenneka t-shirts, selling Kenneka, they ain't get her mama a dime, and they was selling clothes with Kenneka picture and face on. Tell you could go online and get a Kenneka shirt. That money wasn't going to her mama. It's people that made thousands off that girl and ain't get her mama a dime. Why wouldn't she take the money? I would have took the money. Because everybody else, so it's okay for everybody else to make money off my child, but if I get paid off my child, now I'm wrong. It's okay for other people to sell Kenneka t-shirts, but if I'm getting money off my own child, it's wrong. Make it make sense, y'all. See, y'all worried about the wrong stuff. And that's what and this is why Kenneka ain't gonna never have no justice. Y'all can't stay focused on what really matter, on what really happened, on what's really going on. Because every time, oh no, the money gone. So what? The other people that got paid, I'm pretty sure their money going too. The money Andrew Holmes got paid the last, I'm pretty sure his money gone too. The other activists that got paid, I'm pretty sure their money gone too. The people that was selling her t-shirts, water bottles with her faces on it, buttons with her faces on it, I'm pretty sure they money gone too. Yeah, it was a lot of money made off this little girl, man. So y'all wrong for telling her mama that she shouldn't have took the money. I would have took the money. Because what else is she going to get for her daughter dying? The friends want no help. The activists want no help. The police want no help. She had no help. I'd have took the money too.
You talking. Child, we all know nobody unalived that child. She was a known alcoholic who couldn't handle her liquor. But girl, don't come on social media trying to start this fake ad outrage over your child you failed to raise properly. Them folks paid you just like any other person they would have paid. Called liability insurance. You settled because she was at fault of her own death, no foul play. Rest in peace. Now another person will respond saying, quote, Kenneka's mama let them pay her to silence her about her own daughter.
Now,
this is so...
For anybody who's smart and got a brain, know she only got paid because Rosemont, the area and that hotel, they started to lose money because the protest was causing too much commotion and they didn't want people down there doing that no more. That's why she got paid. That's it. She didn't get paid because they felt like, oh, it was Kenneka fault and this and that. No. If you know anything about Rosemont, you know Rosemont make a lot of money. And when you start messing with their money, they'll spend some money because they make a lot of it. So they'll spend some money to get rid of a problem. They pay her to get rid of the problem of people being down there interrupting their businesses and what they had going on. That lady not wrong for taking the money. I would have took the money too. Why not? Everybody else made money off my child. Nobody else helped me. Y'all like, oh, she had, the whole world had her back. Well, if the whole world had her back, how she still don't know what happened to her daughter? Answer that. If the whole world got your back, how these people over here know what really happened to your daughter, but you don't? You had the whole world behind you, and what did y'all do? pertaining to the case. What did y'all do? Because us that was following the case, all this stuff we done went through it and all that. Y'all showing up now don't know a damn thing. Insane, bro. Crazy.
Wicked. Now the millions gone, she want to tell the truth. After your other daughter been wearing Givenchy purses, moose knuckles, and Jordans every other picture.
Worried about the wrong thing. Y'all worried about what her kids been wearing, what she done spent the money on. The lady lost her baby. She lost her baby, man. Why is it okay that all these other people made money off her daughter, but she's wrong for taking money on her daughter? For what? What was going to be the justice? What justice? What she was going to do? She couldn't even afford the lawyer to get the money if she didn't sue them. No lawyer would have took that case without expecting a big pay. She couldn't afford a lawyer to fight that case for her daughter. What would be the justice? Only thing she could have asked for was the hotel to get towed down. That's it. Because ain't nobody get blamed. And Rosemont wasn't going to let that hotel get towed down. I can tell you that right now. That wasn't going to happen. So they paid to make it go away. And that's what happened. But for y'all with we need justice. Okay, where you going to start? You going to start at the friends that still blaming each other to this day? Or you want to start at the hotel when nobody at the hotel got blamed? They said, no, but the security guard that's not mentioned in the official police report, that's not seen on none of the camera footage around where she was at, you think that would have held up in court? Oh, the security did it. Okay, cool. Where you at? So let's say a jury would have had to look at them videos. Where's the guy at? Where the security man at? Y'all say he did it, right? Where he at? Oh, okay.
Picture doing ish she never did before Kenneka died. Now you want to say something now? That is so crazy. MFs do anything for money. Now you want justice? You got the justice you wanted, and that was that money. Girl, go on. You not finna get another check or no GoFundMe money from us. Girl, bye. Don't put me on. Now, as I always tell y'all, I believe two things could be right at the same time. Do I think the mother should have took the money knowing that they was playing dirty and coercing her to say what they wanted her to say? No. She should have stuck to her guns and stood for justice for her daughter. However, I do understand that being told that you...
Now, who can my guy? But like I've been saying, what type of justice could she have got for her child? And why shouldn't she have took the money when other people made money off of her child? I'd have took the money. Why not? Her friends ain't telling me nothing. The word that y'all say got my back, they not saying nothing. The activists is lying and getting paid. Andrew Holmes got paid. And I ain't gonna say dude name, but y'all know who he is. He been running off at the mouth. He got paid. The people that was selling stuff with Kenneka face on it, they got paid. So everybody was supposed to get paid and walk away from this situation feeling good, but the mama, who still don't got her child, who still don't know what happened to her child. And that makes sense to y'all. You shouldn't have took the money. Why everybody else got paid? And she didn't get all the money because she had to pay the lawyer. So she didn't even get help with that, really. What justice, bruh? There's no justice to get because y'all done messed up the whole case. Crazy, bro.
Will receive almost $4 million and you in poverty and don't have much, of course you would take the money. Not everybody, but majority of the people, they get their way by any means necessary. So yes, it's easier said than done when you're not in a situation to say what you would do, but until you actually go through it, it's no telling what you would do. But like I said, is she wrong for accepting that money, knowing that she was basically being forced to lie about her own daughter's death? Yes. Simple. Now another thing, yes, she may be wrong, but I'd rather not focus on that part just yet. It seemed like the fact that she Kenneka Jenkins' mother basically told the world that they lied and coerced her to lie too is being lost. We already knew it was foul play, but now...
See what I'm saying? Friends lied. Police lied. The hotel lied. Everybody lied. So if the police lying, the friends is lying, the activists is lying, everybody lying, what does her mother get justice at? Because I can tell you right there, Rosemont make a lot of money. You ain't got a chance in hell of getting anything out of Rosemont if you don't have no money. Rosemont don't play about they money. They got money. So if everybody lied, where the justice? Oh, y'all ain't think about that. Oh, okay. Okay.
Now it's confirmed. And I think the case should be revisited. Clearly, now that the mother admitted that she was forced to lie, the real question becomes, who made her lie and why? Who else is really behind this and who else is really involved? Because clearly it's more people that we don't know about, and this is why they try to cover it up.
Now, I do agree with Hookah on that. I don't feel like this was a one-person thing. I feel like all type of people was involved. Whether you played a part in the cover-up, whether you played a part in her not having her phone, her not having her key, whatever your part was, you involved. But lucky for y'all, y'all can't be charged. Y'all can't go to jail. Y'all are all in the clear. There is no justice. Rest in peace to Kenneka. There's no justice for her to be had. Y'all fumbled the ball on the case. I'm glad her mama took the money because that's all her mama ever gonna get is that money. She can't get her child back. There's nobody going to jail over what happened to her child. The case closed. Y'all can protest again. Y'all can beg again. Y'all can do whatever y'all want. Believe you me, that case more than likely will never be reopened, and her mother still ain't gonna never have the answers and get no justice. And like y'all said, she had the world and all them people was lying to her too. Them people was not helping her. They was fake helping her. They didn't have her back. She didn't have nobody, which is why she had to cut all those people off, because you lying to me directly in my face and my child is dead. Long video, man. Y'all get in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think about all this, man. It's your boy Buddha. I'm out.